High in the mountains, a village slept, embraced by swirling mist. The mist wrapped around the village like a protective blanket, creating an ethereal atmosphere that seemed to pause time itself. Life moved slowly there, measured by the rising and setting sun. Each day began with the gentle glow of dawn and ended with the warm hues of dusk, marking the passage of time in a serene rhythm. The villagers lived simply, their days filled with work and laughter. They tended to their fields, shared stories, and found joy in the small moments of life, creating a close-knit community. At the heart of this tranquility lived a Zen master revered for his wisdom. His presence was a beacon of peace, and his teachings were woven into the fabric of village life. People came from distant lands seeking his guidance, eager to drink from his well of knowledge. They traveled through rugged terrains and braved the elements, driven by a deep desire to find answers. One day, a traveler arrived, his clothes dusty from a long journey. His eyes reflected the weariness of his travels, yet they also held a spark of hope and determination. He had heard whispers of the master's wisdom and yearned to unravel life's secrets. The tales of the master's profound insights had reached his ears, igniting a burning curiosity within him. The traveler's heart brimmed with questions, a thirst for enlightenment burning within him. He sought answers to the mysteries of existence, hoping to find clarity and peace. He found the master meditating in a bamboo grove, a serene smile gracing his lips. The master's calm demeanor and the tranquil surroundings filled the traveler with a sense of peace and anticipation. The traveler bowed low, his heart filled with reverence. He had finally reached the place he had long sought, a sanctuary of wisdom and peace. He had traveled far, his soul weary from the endless search. Each step had been a test of his resolve, each mile a testament to his determination. The master welcomed him with a gentle nod, his eyes reflecting the wisdom of 1,000 lifetimes. There was a calmness in his demeanor that spoke volumes. "Master," the traveler began, his voice hushed with respect, "I seek enlightenment. I have journeyed through valleys and climbed mountains in search of it. I long to reach the mountaintop of wisdom," he continued, his eyes filled with hope and longing. The master listened patiently, his gaze steady and calm. He understood the traveler's quest, for he had once walked the same path. He saw the traveler's eagerness, the impatience that flickered in his eyes. The journey had been long and the traveler was eager for answers. The master knew the path to enlightenment was long and arduous, a journey of self-discovery and surrender. It was not a destination but a continuous journey. He smiled, for he knew a story that would illuminate the traveler's path, a story that would guide him through the trials and tribulations ahead. "Tell me, master," the traveler pleaded, "is there a faster way? A shortcut to reach the peak?" The master's smile deepened, his eyes twinkling with amusement. "The desire for speed," he said gently, "is often the obstacle itself." The traveler frowned, confused by the master's words. The master began his tale. A young eagle, eager to prove his strength, once asked his mother, "How can I soar to the highest peak faster?" The mother eagle smiled, her eyes filled with love. "Patience, my child," she said, "for the wind will guide you, but first, you must learn to trust its rhythm." The young eagle, impatient and headstrong, ignored his mother's advice. He flapped his wings furiously, determined to reach the peak before any other eagle. But his efforts were in vain. He struggled against the wind, his flight erratic and clumsy. Exhausted and disheartened, he plummeted back to the nest. The mother eagle waited patiently, her love unwavering. When her young one finally returned, she gently nudged him with her beak. "True strength," she whispered, "lies not in fighting the wind but in understanding its flow. Embrace patience, my child, and you will soar to heights you never thought possible." The master and the traveler began their ascent, the path winding like a silver ribbon against the mountain's green slopes. The air grew thinner with each step, the silence broken only by their steady breaths. They walked in comfortable silence, the master's presence a calming force. The traveler stumbled over rocks, his breath catching in his throat. He looked up at the seemingly endless path ahead, doubt creeping into his heart. The master, sensing his struggle, offered a hand. "The journey teaches us more than the destination," he said softly. "Embrace the challenges, for they shape your spirit." They reached the summit as dawn painted the sky with hues of gold and crimson, a breathtaking spectacle that marked the beginning of a new day. The traveler stood in awe, the world stretching before him like an endless tapestry. each thread woven with the stories of countless journeys. The master pointed to a distant star, its light unwavering in the vast expanse, a beacon of hope and guidance in the dark night. Just as that star guides lost travelers, he said, wisdom illuminates our path, showing us the way even when the road ahead seems uncertain. But its light is revealed only to those who embrace the journey with patience and perseverance, understanding that every step, no matter how small, is significant. The traveler gazed at the star, its light reflecting in his eyes, filling him with a sense of purpose and clarity. In that moment, he understood the profound truth. True success lay not in reaching the peak first, but in the wisdom gained along the way, in the lessons learned and the growth experienced. He bowed deeply to the master, his heart overflowing with gratitude for the invaluable lessons imparted. The journey had just begun, and with newfound wisdom, he was ready to face whatever lay ahead.